Man Cave Podcast. There is no Dan here with me, but you know what? You got D. That's all you really need, baby. You just need some D in your life. You'll be alright. Anyways, pay-per-view that just ended up going off was UFC 256. I did a prediction for it. Now I figured I could do a review for it. Give y'all a little bit more content. Anyways, first fight on the night was Junior Santos versus Ciryl Gane. This was it was a pretty decent fight. It ended up with a TKO with Gane ended up winning over JDS. It ended with a knee to the body, an elbow, and then JDS kind of went down. Ciryl Gane jumped on top of him, ended up taking it out. He ended it in the second round, but in the first round, it was kind of a little bit of a fill-out round in my opinion, just because nobody really, in my opinion, really got the better of either, because Ciryl Gane was landing a few big shots here and there, and then towards the end, JDS kind of took over with landing a couple really big blows towards the end. He kept stepping back, taking some hook shots, boom. But Ciryl won that. JDS tried to go up saying that he was getting that the elbow that he took right after the knee, or it was either that or the knee itself, was a illegal blow. But as they ended up going back and they looked on the replay, that's not what happened. Quit hating, JDS. Still love you. Still think you're great. Next fight on the night was Kevin Holliday and Jacare Souza. There wasn't really much to talk about with this. Souza started to come out towards the fight as the favorite, so I guess Holliday really wasn't a favorite, which I think yesterday he was. I'm not really sure. But they were thinking that he was going to win this because he's a veteran. He's been in the game for a while. He's got a lot of experience. And he had what they were saying was a better ground game. So he tried to take Holliday to the ground. Big mouth because he talks a lot of ish. And if you end up watching it, you will listen to it and you will hear a lot of the ish that he was talking. And he took him down, created a little bit of space with his foot, boom. Not too many times in MMA history has that happened. Then he jumps up, boom, 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 knocks him out, hit him so hard. He was sitting there on the stool afterwards, looking up, seeing stars. The lights were on, nobody was home. But as DC was saying, that's 5 and 7 months. That's crazy. That is crazy. But he, I'll give it to Jakar. He tried to take it to the ground, like I was saying at the in the prediction video, and like everybody else on YouTube that was doing a prediction video was saying, take it to the ground. You might have a chance. But Holliday had a game plan that he worked to perfection. So, I took Holliday, 2-0, baby. Let's go on to the next one. It was McKenzie Dern and Verna Janjaroba. I said it terribly in the prediction video. I apologize for it. I'm just not used to reading it as Janjaroba because of how it is written out. But Dern won by unanimous decision. It was a great fight. It was probably one of the better all-around fights that went the distance that was on the card. And as Joe Rogan said, when you get two great Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighters, it's going to end up being a stand-up match. And that's exactly what it was. Tons of big blows were thrown. Dern was landing some nasty body kicks. You know, they were just coming out throwing hands. They tried to take it to the ground a couple times. They were both equal on the ground, so it was a wash that way. But that's 3 straight victories for Dern, and gotta give it up to her. Gotta give it up to myself because I'm 3-0. I know you like that. Anyways, next fight. This was what everybody was calling was the people's pay-per-view on this. Everybody thought it was going to go another way. It did not go that way at all. I called it terribly. So did everybody else out there. It was Tony Ferguson versus Ciryl Olivier. Anyways, sorry, I'm butchering it again. It's written down kind of weird. I don't know why I'm not pronouncing it right, but oh my God. Olivier got him down towards the end, got Tony down, and the guy with major heart sat there, dealt with it. He got laid back, put his arm even underneath there, got him in that nasty arm bar. I think he hyperextended it. It was nasty, but he dominated. Charles dominated the first round, dominated the second round. Tony really didn't do nothing. I have it written down right here. If he doesn't finish him in the second round, it is over. That left arm was compromised with that. He had nothing really on that. He didn't really land any major punches. He didn't even look like, again, he came out, he landed a few here and there. He got him with a nasty little cut right there. But still, he prevailed. He won. What is there left to say? Everybody had Tony Ferguson winning this fight. But that man is a force to be reckoned with. Show him, put some respect on his name. I know I need to give him a little bit more respect because I'm having a problem saying his name. Anyways, next fight, the final fight on here. Devison Figueiredo versus Brandon Moreno. This right here, both fighters just ended up fighting 3 weeks ago on the other pay-per-view that just aired last month. They knew what each other was about. I don't know if they were able to watch each other up close and personal, but man, what a start to this. Moreno with his jab high kick combo. Davison was landing all kinds of crazy headshots. You know, he'd hit him with a couple up here, get him with a couple high kicks. And the pace didn't end in the second round at all either. Massive quick combos from both of them. They both started to look a little gassed towards the middle of the second round. But Moreno ended up taking down Davison a couple of times. And I think that I'd have to give it up to him on that. He ended up getting poked in the eye. It was looking nasty, and Davison really messed up his right eye. It was looking nasty. They kept putting ice on it. But I'd have to give it up to the efficiency and the big shots that were landed by Davison in the first round. Moreno with the takedowns and the efficient combos that he was throwing in the second round. And even into the third round, the pace did not let down either. It was just massive, big combos. And in my opinion, going into the second and even into the the third round, it was Moreno. In my opinion, the fourth round, it was Moreno. And then even into into those 2 championship rounds, I gave it to Moreno in it because I think that Figueiredo was just massively underprepared because he walks around. He's a bigger flyweight, and he had to cut weight twice. He was saying that he was ready for this. I doubted him, but he proved me wrong. I mean, he landed a massive kick to Brandon Moreno's arm right here, and he had a big old lump on it right here. I think he broke his arm. He says he didn't after the fight in the post-fight interview with Joe Rogan, but I think he did something right there because after every punch he would throw, I think it was his left arm. My bad. But on his left arm, after every punch he would throw, he'd go like this. I don't know if it was to put his arm back in place, like DC and Joe Rogan were talking about, but I mean, it was just crazy. But it came down to it. It was seriously that was the best fight on the card. That was probably the second fight that everybody paid it to see. It was amazing. It was great. I wanted the fight to go to Brandon Moreno, not just because I picked him to win, but because he outperformed Devison and Figueiredo. I mean, Davison, he had his moments, he had his flashes, but Brandon controlled him on the ground. Not only that, Davison kicked him with a nasty low blow, a nasty dick kick, and they took a point away from him. So they're trying to say that he won the fight. In my opinion, no. That was the biggest controversy on the whole night, in my opinion. There was a few things that you could say was controversial in it, and yes, I did end up going 3-2. I'm upset about that, but you shorted him. You better have a rematch, and it better be just as good as this, just as good of a card as this one. But I love you guys. That's my opinion. Leave me a like and comment on the page. Subscribe on the YouTube. Like and comment on our stuff that we put on Facebook. We love you guys.